Curious, who would know number 1? Just yell it out. Thank you. Number 2? Number 3? Number 4? Number 5? And number 6? Interesting. Without any incentive, most, if not all of you, started to unravel these puzzles. Why? It was there. Was it the challenge? It was play. We love to play. We're born to play. And play is universal. From the ancient Greeks to the millennials, I see many of you here, to the old North Koreans, and yes, to the young Australians. We all play. And I'm using that word play just like we use it. The way we flirt, the way we have fun with words, the way we love our board games or hate them. It's play. I'm here today to speak of a simple message. We all need to play. If we're going to change anything about how we live, how we work, we need to play more. And it's a great way to change the world. So I need you to be aware of play and its power. I need us to look at the design of play. So the last 10 years, 2000 to 2010, was the decade of social media, social networks. And that's been done, it's been built. And Steve Prabesh has spoken about it. This decade is a decade of play. Gamification, you've heard this before. But we need to redesign and also close the gaps between our lives and the lives that we live when we're in play. You know how it feels when you're in play, when you're in flow, when you're in that game. So, how do we get about this? Well, as you know, my name's Eric McCarron, and I work with the experts in play. There are these little guys that go here. Yes, I'm a public educator. And every day I get inspiration from the experts because to a child, play is serious work. If you want to relate to a child, you play with them. That's when they are serious. But what I'm not told as a teacher often, and I discovered later, is that if you create play, just like you create music, it's more powerful. Just like you can dance, it's more powerful. Like we're told, right? You buy play, you watch sports, you buy music, you watch dancing. But when you dance yourself, whether you're the greatest dancer or not, it feels much more powerful. And that's the same with kids. And so every day I get to create play with them, co-create them. So play, as I said, is a feeling of flow. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, he said that flow is when you're engaged in the task both in the mind, body, and emotionally, all three together. And when you're at work sometimes you can feel that. But I don't want you just to hear this. I don't like to be didactic. I have kind of a rule when I teach in the classrooms. I don't like to speak for more than 3 minutes without asking you to do something. So when I ask this question, all hands go up in my classroom. I'm wondering how many hands will go up here. Ladies and gentlemen, the question stands. Who wants to play? Thank you. There we go. All right, now, don't be nervous. For this game, Tom, can I ask you to be a volunteer? All you need is the ability to count to 3. Or not. All right? It's a game to celebrate mistakes. Hi, Tom.
Yes.
It's unrehearsed. All right, so the game is simple. I count 1, he'll count 2, 3, and then it restarts. Okay? If I make a mistake, I do a big, giant woohoo. All right? All right?
Can we demonstrate?
Yeah. Sorry, if I make a mistake, he does the woohoo. He does the mistake, I do the woohoo. And it's got to be a giant woohoo. All right, let's demonstrate. All right? So, ready? 1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2.
3.
And you can keep on going. Give him a clap. Nice. But if he makes a mistake, unlikely, hands up. Woohoo! As big as that. Let it echo. Let it out. Let it feel like a Friday, yeah? All right, so you're going to stand up. You're going to find someone new. Not the person you said hello to. No, let's make a new connection. All right? Don't forget the giant woohoo. Now, when I say leveling up, I want you to stop, listen in, because we do level up. As any good game has, you need to level up. So ready, ladies and gentlemen? Find a partner. Woohoo! There we go, our first one. Thank you. Woohoo! There's another one. Yes! Genius. Okay, leveling up. Now we're leveling up. The game has taken control of itself. Ladies and gentlemen, leveling up. All right. Take a seat. I love it. All right, we're leveling up, ladies and gentlemen. Take a seat. Sitting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. That always works. I do that with my kids. Anyone have kids? Yeah, countdowns, right? They work until they reach a certain age, right? And then they just, really? Seriously? Okay, but thank you. Now, the leveling up would have been clap, 2, 3. Let me get Tom out here again. Hey, Tom. Come on out here. All right. Tell you, I never leave you alone. All right, so ready. So now we had 1, 2, 3, right? Now, instead of saying 1, don't say anything. That would be a mistake. All right, ready?
Okay. 2,
3, 2,
3, 2,
3, 2.
3, 2.
Ah!
Thank you.
Woohoo! Where's my woohoo?
Woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you. Not a half Nazi one, please. Please put a full one, yeah? Okay. Ready? Different partner. And this time, when I say leveling up, we'll take seats. All right, thank you. Ready? Find a new partner. Yay! Good on you. Woo-hoo! All right, leveling up. Take down in 5, 4, 3, leveling up. So sitting down. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, by chance, who found the clapper to do than the verbal? Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, more physically minded, perhaps, yeah? Okay. Now, yes, now I'm going to save myself the trouble of rushing the end. I'm going to skip these, but you get the point. The point was not only to do many things, to be active, to interact, to have feedback. The point was to celebrate mistakes, right? In a safe way. How often do we celebrate mistakes? Probably not at all. Now, I do this with my kids, year 5, and what they do is they remember it for the rest of the year. Woohoo, they know it when I yell it out. And they laugh about their mistakes because it's the fear often that stops us. Sometimes it's a can't, sometimes it's a fear, but we stop ourselves. And that's the power of a game, okay? And that was the top one. That was the next level. Click up, stand. No talking. That would have been better. Should have started with that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, there's an example of a play right there. And I want us to look again at what makes play. Now, do you know that play, the more you play, the more intelligent you are? There's something called the Flynn effect, where the generations are getting smarter. And it happens particularly after the 1990s. And we tried to say, hey, it must be TV, it must be internet. It's video games. Video games are making kids smarter. The video games are getting more complicated. Interesting effect. Also, animals that play more survive better, survive longer. Not the animals that hunt more, the animals that play more. Same with kids. The kids that play more are more confident, more enthusiastic. They make more friends. That's how they learn their environment. It's how they learn themselves, because it's stimulus and reaction. The bigger your brain is, the more connections there are, the more you need to play. And the mammal with the biggest brain connections, and most brain connections, is you. Is you. Maybe you too. It's all of us. So why do we separate this idea of play from work? Why is when we think work, we think the opposite of play is work. No, the opposite of play is not work. The opposite of play is depression. Literally. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, again, in his study of flow, he asked people to stop themselves as soon as they felt they're in flow, which is a difficult thing to do because you kind of forget everything else, to stop it and avoid that activity for a whole week. Within a day, every participant in that study was depressed. Every day, they got jitters. He had to stop the experiment midway because play and work go well together. That's what we need to bring back.